Hello everyone, this is Possessed Robot coming to you with another commentary test server video, and this is part 2. Nothing but battle, and we are testing the Nemesis, the third Greek robot of the Pantheon pack. To Pixonic, I say this robot up front and bluntly said is so incredibly weak. For starters, if you're going to only leave two medium weapons on this robot, at least give it more hit points, a greater ability time factor, because right now this thing is a lot like running a Rogatka with some strange new ability that doesn't jump. When it came to seeing what this robot's abilities were, I don't even know what the abilities are except for the shield and one weapon. The third part of its ability? Are you kidding me? I don't even know what the third part of it is, if there is one. You did not give any detail. Pixonic, what are you thinking? You expect me to watch every one of... I mean, I didn't understand what Manny Gaming was talking about in his video when it came to this robot having 3 parts to his ability. And when it comes to the shield, oh my gosh, the shield and that weapon that comes out, are you kidding me? The shield only lasts for what, 1 or 2 seconds, and the weapon only for 1 or 2 seconds on a robot that has what, 140,000 hit points with only 2 medium weapons. At least Hades has 3. At least, well, I can't really say much for Ares because that thing's a lot like running a rhino or a griffin but doesn't jump. And running of Hades is a lot like running of Vityaz. This robot makes me feel like I was running a Rogatka that didn't jump, with a very lame time factor on the ability. Yeah, you heard me right, Pixonic. Now, the hit points I thought with this robot were great, but considering how slow this thing is and how weak the ability is, I think it needs to go up a little bit more. Either that, put its shield up to, say, anywhere between 6 to 10 seconds. That way it'll match the amount of weapons this robot has. Because right now, I kept getting my butt kicked in every battle on this test server with this robot. I don't know what you were thinking when it came to this robot, waiting till the following week to introduce it. This is by far the weakest robot of the 3. The weakest and the most confusing. If there's 3 parts to this ability, I don't even know what the third part is. You did not give any description to it. I didn't understand what Manny was saying. Sorry, Manny. And the ability only lasts for 2 seconds or less for every turn, every phase of the ability. The shield, 1 or 2 seconds, gone. The weapon pops out for 1 or 2 seconds, a few missiles fire out at 500 or 600 meters, I think around 500, and it's gone. Big deal. At this rate, I would rather run a Rogatka than run this weak thing. I kept getting my ass kicked with this thing. At least with a Rogatka, I can jump out of the way quicker. Excuse me, but I am so frustrated with this robot. I mean, and the name of it, Nemesis, let's think about that name. It's a Greek god name, right? Doesn't the word nemesis meaning powerful enemy? Or something like that? This thing is, it may be the third robot, but it's the weakest. That's my opinion. I kept getting my butt kicked on. Every battle I played it. The only weapons I was able to use on that robot were Columbus, Punisher T, and medium range weapons like those. It's that, oh man, I'm sorry. When it comes to Hades, this robot, you don't need to, well, what do I say to this? It still kicks butt. So, at least you didn't make it overpowering like the Korean bots or Spectre, but when it comes to the Pantheon bots, Nemesis needs improving. Big time. I would rather run a Rogatka than run Nemesis. That's how weak it is. At least Rogatka's got its speed and its jumping ability to get out of the way of firepower. This thing, what's the third part of its ability, if there is one? And so what if it fires missiles out of its back? That's only for 2 seconds. And the shield? Oh wow, that thing is just incredibly bad. Sorry, I could go on and how frustrating this thing is, but here's my take on it, Pixonic. The shield needs to last anywhere between 5 to 10 seconds, considering how slow this thing is. The special ability weapon that pops out, I would say 5 seconds max. Nothing more, nothing less. You don't need any longer than that. But 2 seconds or 1, forget it. I mean, if this thing is going to only have 2 weapon slots, then that third special ability weapon needs to at least help back this thing up. I mean, if you're going to have the weapon, the special ability last, you know, make this robot count, then I'd say the shield for 5 or 6 and the weapon that pops out for 5, and I don't know what the third part of this ability is, if there is one. But I'm a little confused if it does. If it does have a third part, I don't know what it is. Sorry, you did not give any explanation. I figured all this out in battle. Frustrating battles because I kept getting my butt kicked with that. Ares, what do I say to this? Awesome. Don't need to fix it. With the ability, at least it's not overpowering, you know? But I think it could be just a dead even with Hades when it comes to power. Meaning, I don't know, you know. At first, I mean, the first test on this robot made it seem overpowering, and now it's like, I don't know. What do I think? I think it's awesome. If you were to keep it this way, I'd still be happy with it. Shield needs to last at least 1 or 2 seconds longer. The weapons 1 second longer. Hades, same thing, but that thing still kicks it a major butt. So Ares needs just a tiny bit improving. Hades is absolutely perfect. It really brings the fear of a Greek god into this robot. That's what I say about Hades. The other two, especially Nemesis, I've said all I'm going to say about Nemesis. I think it's the weakest robot ever played. And that's saying a lot. Maybe I'm just, when it comes to that robot, I'm just too used to the ability. Not enough on skill, but oh well. That's my take on it. Please leave a like and please do consider subscribing. I thank you for everything. Thanks. Bye.